Elizabeth Gibson, Miss Oklahoma City 2025.
Yes.
Just what did that mean to you? What was winning like? And just talk to us a little bit about that.
So winning Miss Oklahoma City was actually a really big deal for me. I'm a third generation Miss Oklahoma contestant. My mom competed, my grandma competed, my aunt competed, and I'm actually the first legacy competitor to win Miss Oklahoma City. There's never been, in 100 years, there's never been a mom and daughter duo before. And I've been in the Miss America organization since for the last 6 years. And I grew up watching it, and getting to win the Miss Oklahoma City title, something that I've worked so hard for, was such a blessing. And I have such a great board of people behind me that is supporting me and getting me ready for Miss Oklahoma in June, and then hopefully Miss America next year.
Now, we've seen throughout the world here, we've seen some men beginning to enter into women's pageants. Just what are your thoughts on that as Miss Oklahoma City 2025 and somebody who's aspiring to be Miss Oklahoma and Miss America?
You know, the Miss America organization is such a historical organization. It's been around for a long time. And, you know, it's always been about supporting and uplifting women. And because it provides so many opportunities for women, even past winning whatever title it is from a local, state or national level, it opens doors past winning the crown. And when you have opportunities for people outside of the competition that fit them better, specifically with men, there's no need for them to feel like they need to come in and compete in a competition that's primarily made to uplift women. And historically, we always had something in our rules that said that you had to be born female to compete, until recently, until all of the things that have been happening in our world have changed that. And I just think that there's other opportunities outside for people, and we should leave it how it is. Absolutely.
And one thing I do want to follow up on, I know it's a difficult topic, but just so we hear so much about, you know, men and or transgender men in women's bathrooms. I wonder if it goes to another level at like at a beauty pageant or a beauty contest, with what goes on behind the scenes.
Well, I've never actually, I haven't competed against a biological male in a pageant before. I have, however, competed in figure skating against a transgender athlete, and I was beat by 0.025. Wow. And someone that is not a naturally born female, that is transitioning and trying to compete against a woman, they're going to have different muscle mass, they're going to have different skills that no matter how hard I try, I can't have. And it was very evident when I was competing, and especially in those scores, that no matter how hard I was trying my very hardest, that we're just different. Now, and it wasn't fair.
And I was just going to ask that. We're seeing that across, you know, different industries, and, you know, whether collegiate swimming, other industries, it's not fair, is it?
Yeah, it's not.
Another thing I want to transition to here, Elizabeth, I know you work in film production.
Yes.
So I want to ask, just how important is it to build up a ecosystem outside of mainstream Hollywood to kind of produce things without the traditional gatekeepers that most people have to go through when they make a movie through Hollywood?
I think that, so Oklahoma has actually been really special in this topic because we've created a lot of incentives for Hollywood producers and people to come film films in Oklahoma. I've worked on 2 major films, one of them with Great American Family Channel, A Christmas Present, and then another one, I worked on Twisters in Oklahoma. And that, creating the infrastructure to bring film to Oklahoma helps the economy, and it helps create job opportunities for people in Oklahoma. And there's no reason why films should have to be made in California or different major studios. We had a studio right in Oklahoma, Prairie Surf Studios, and it has created such a booming film industry in Oklahoma. And even outside of that, we have people that are creating great films in Oklahoma now that are creating so many jobs, and it's amazing. And I think we need to continue to build the infrastructure and support that films need to come to Oklahoma.
We're here at AmericaFest, obviously Turning Point USA's AmericaFest. What is your message that you want to convey here at AmericaFest?
So I work in social media. I'm a Christian content creator, and I think that social media is a great tool and is a great platform. You get to connect with your family and your friends, you get to share fun content, but it's also an incredibly dangerous place to be. And I do this as Miss Oklahoma City, where I advocate for social media safety and education for it for parents, teachers, and students. And going forward, I really just want to encourage people to, be smart about how they post online. Be kind, treat people the way that you would want to be treated.
And one thing about that too, I've seen so much about, people talk about the highlight reel of social media,
yes.
And that's not necessarily true of a person's life that they're living. They're just posting the highlight reel. Could you talk a little bit about that?
Oh, my social media is literally a glimpse of my life. It is not, like, literally, sometimes I think about that all the time. Like, everything I put on there is accurate. It's not fake. But if people saw everything that went on behind the scenes, they would get such a more realistic picture. And I never want to paint a picture that my life is perfect or anything, because it's not. And I try to make that very clear in my content. But whenever you're looking at social media, just know that everything you're seeing is curated. People are going to say that they're not, it's authentic and they're posting it because they want to be real, but there's something about it's always going to be curated.
Right.
So whether it's a negative curation or a positive one, just keep that in mind, that not everyone's life online is what it seems.